Hi Libra. So this is your reading for a family. I've kind of thought about it and I feel like on YouTube most of the time people just touch on essentially just love readings, and I think, we have other connections that are just as equally as important as love. So I wanted to do a timeless reading so you can come back to this, or whenever you see this reading, that this is meant to find you when it was. And also just keep in mind, Libra, that this is a general reading and this will not resonate for every single Libra out there. So let's get started. I'm going to pull a animal oracle card to see, or animal spirit card to see what type of person we're dealing with when it comes to family for my Libras. So what is the collective of Libras dealing with when it comes to family? That's a lot. I'm going to put that back. What's my Libras dealing with when it comes to family? Okay, that's better. All right. So we have the fox, the unicorn, and we have the moth. Okay, Libra. So what I'm picking up here, kind of, which is also a little interesting. For some of my Libras, you guys could be dealing with a person who, for some of you guys, I am sensing that this is a child of yours, or your spouse's child, or a sibling, or somebody that's small, like a kid, but that doesn't have to be the case. Because I'm also getting, for some of you guys, and like I said, this is a general reading, so for some of you guys, this is a child. For others of you, this is a person that you get along with quite well. It's interesting. It's almost like there is either a sister, like you guys are siblings, or a parent or somebody, but there's something here where it almost feels kind of like a spiritual connection between the two. It's almost like you two can telepathically understand one another. You guys could have, like, for instance, it could be twins even. Like, it feels like that closeness with this person. But it feels like one person I'm dealing with is more intuitive than the other, but the other one is very observant and very quick on their feet. Like, they act very quickly. They can be very good at essentially thinking on their feet, doing things, like knowing how to fix a problem quickly. And then for the other person, it's almost like you can intuitively feel those around you easier, so you can understand when others are upset, or it's almost like you have another different type of psychic sense that this person doesn't quite understand, but you two kind of work together quite well. It feels like that. Like, I'm not feeling that much of a heavy energy of whoever it is that you're dealing with when it comes to family. It feels, but I don't know, like, we'll tap into further energy and see what else is going on, but it feels interesting, because it almost seems like there's some kind of bond there. But it almost feels like it's telepathic in a way. Like, you two understand each other on a spiritual level almost. So let's see what my Libras are dealing with. I'm going to pull some cards here. Okay. Okay. So we have here the High Priestess, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Swords. And then we have the Justice card at the bottom of the deck for the shadow. So what I'm sensing for some of you guys, whoever is like signifies more the moth, which in my opinion is the more telepathic, the more spiritual one, I guess you can say. I feel like the other one is more down to earth and more practical, while the other one is more spiritual. It almost feels like you could have warned this person not to make a specific decision, and I feel like this person completely did not pay, like, just completely bypassed your opinion and did it anyway, which kind of left you feeling like, I know that this is going to backfire, but it made you feel kind of defensive with this person almost. I don't know. It's interesting. It's like there's something that this fox or somebody didn't listen to when whoever was more the spiritual side is the one I feel like I'm tuning into more. But there's somebody here that did not listen to what you had to say almost. So let's clarify the High Priestess real quick. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man in the reverse. Yeah. It almost seemed like you told this person something, and this individual it's weird because it doesn't feel super heavy, but it feels heavy enough, you know. We have the Justice card again, because we have it at the bottom of the deck for the shadow, and at the very end with that Three of Swords in the reverse, we have that Justice card. It's almost like this person's going to come back and say, yeah, you were right. And that's what it almost feels like. That's why I kind of was sensing maybe it was a mother and a child, or a father and a child, like some kind of parent dynamic. Whether your parent, say for instance, even you could be the child and your parent could be the one that told you not to do something. You did it and you're like, I should have listened, you know? And you could be pretty old and still, you know, learn things from your parent. So that's kind of what I'm sensing for some of you guys, is one of you guys told the other person not to do something, and this person went against it. And because of that, it has left this person, it could even be in financial ruin for some of them. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but for some of you guys, you could have told this person not to invest in something, and this person could have invested and could have ruined them financially. But that's not for everybody. I'm just sensing, because again, this is a general reading, but like that defensiveness, you came down to a decision between the two. Like, should I, you know, let this person continue doing something in a way that's maybe not very healthy for themselves, or should I step in, you know? Should I get involved? Should I not get involved? And that's kind of what it feels like. And it almost seems like you didn't invest in it because it almost feels as though whoever you're dealing with, Libra, it kind of seems like this person thought that what they were doing was smart, was a good idea, but really in reality, it kind of did dampen. For some of you guys, I am sensing, this is kind of odd, but you could have been dealing with like a brother-in-law or somebody like this. And again, this is not going to be for every Libra, obviously, but you could have dealt with somebody who asked for, what's your opinion on some kind of investment? It could have been like a motorcycle or camping gear, or just something that was like a big purchase, and you told them like, that's not a very smart idea, give us some time, think about it, think it through. And this person could have just made the quick investment, and because of that, they might be in more debt, or now they have other family issues in their immediate family, and you're like sitting here like, I told you not to do that, you know? You need to pay, like, you asked for my opinion and yet you didn't even take it. But it almost feels like this person's gonna come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, because I feel like for some of you guys, this person could have said something, or just could have completely just flat out ignore you in a way. And I'm getting that you came down to that final decision of, I'm just gonna let this person play it out, kind of see how it goes for some of you guys. And because of that, you're allowing this person, you know, you made that final decision. That's what I'm sensing, because you have the Seven of Cups here and the Seven of Cups there. It's almost like you allow this person to make that decision, even though you know it was not a smart idea. You put in your opinion, and now this person is realizing, you know, because you kept saying to this person, well, you remember you made that choice. You made that choice. For some of you guys, and this is not for everybody as well, you could have been with a partner who could have left for another person, and you guys could have gotten a divorce, but you guys have a very high connection with this person, and this person could have been making investments with the other person. You're saying, don't do it, that's not smart, and now they're potentially saying, yeah, you were right. Either way, I'm sensing that my Libras are going to feel satisfied with the end results, that whatever this person has done, you're gonna get the recognition, you're gonna get the satisfaction of whatever has occurred. This is a very odd energy. For most of the readings that I've done so far, it seems like it's so quick to the point. I understand what's happening. The dynamic can be a little dysfunctional. With this, it just kind of feels like it's a mellower, not so serious energy for you specifically, but for the other person, it's like they're now, I don't know, it's weird because this person's learning something from a lesson. But it took this person feeling, and the reason I think the person made the decision that they made was because they felt like they almost in a way like had no choice or something, like they wanted to get out of feeling alone, and so they chose that decision. Whatever decision they chose, it was out of feeling lonely. It was out of feeling like they needed something more. But it's almost like a sense of, I need to be it came from a lack of love, and it came from a lack of feeling support, and that's why the person made the decision that they've made. And now they're realizing that perhaps the decision that they've made was not quite how they perceived it to be. So I hope that this is resonating so far for whoever like is tuning in. I'm sure that there's going to be some Libras out there like, oh yeah, it's my son, or yeah, it's my so-and-so, or I'm the one that made that decision and it was a bad decision. I'm just sensing that it's something like this. But it kind of caused a little bit of friction in the family. Whether this person walked away and cheated or this person's coming back, I'm just sensing that whatever it wasn't made from an emotional, stable place. Let's put it like that. This person was just very unstable when they made that decision. They weren't thinking clearly, and that's just what I'm sensing. So I'm going to use the Angel and Ancestor Oracle cards to just get any other energies that I'm picking up for my Libras. Essentially, what kind of lessons or what does my Libras need to know when it comes to this connection with especially family? But I'm also sensing that this could have affected like 3 people. This could have just affected more than one person, you know, in this decision making. And so that's why it's kind of frustrating, because it's not like something that can't be fixed, but it's frustrating. It seems like whatever is going to happen, though, it's going to have a better ending than even maybe you have thought because of it, if that makes sense. It's almost like, okay, that's what I have. So we have the White Witch, be the light. We have the Spirit of the Fox, trust your talent in changing times. That's interesting, the Fox Spirit, and we have the Fox here. Trust your talents in changing times. See, like I said, this person's very quick to think on their feet. You could be the Fox, but I was sensing at the beginning that you were more the Moth, the more in tuned one. But this person, they were trying to trust their intuition, but things were changing in their environment so fast, or they were changing so much internally, that the choices that they were making, I feel like, was throwing them off a bit. We have the High Priest, intend and create. We have the Wise One, grow within your current situation. And we have the Winter, take care of your needs, and it's in the reverse. So that's kind of what my Libras, and I think this person, because I'm sensing that, again, you two are very connected. It's like what this person's learning is, intentionally, what are they creating, what are they making, but also they're learning to grow within and learn from the situation. But what it comes down to is you're both, what I'm sensing heavily for both you and this other person you're dealing with, was you both were not taking care of your own needs, and you were relying upon each other or relying upon others to take care of your needs. So if you're dealing with a family situation, and say, for instance, this is your parent, your mother, say if it's a mother, okay, you could have a mother who could always be asking for opinions or always be asking for things, and it's because they rely on you emotionally for fulfillment, meaning like they rely on you for making them feel better when they're down or sad, or you do that with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you guys are just fulfilling needs, because needs can come from all sorts of areas. What I was sensing for this person, it was the need to no longer feel alone. This person wanted to feel closer to those they loved, but whatever decision that they've made, for some of you guys, this could have just been a spouse or a parent or somebody who could have just bought expensive gifts for their loved ones because they wanted to feel loved and they wanted to feel appreciated, and because of that, maybe that was a bad, wrong money decision. But this person's learning from the experience and growing, and so are you. But it's just feeling like, because I don't know how to explain it. There's something that happened, but it feels almost like money was involved for some of you guys. I'm really picking that up. But it just really feels like you're dealing with a family member or a person in your life that's essentially family to you, that they are like, they're learning to heal and grow from it, and so are you, but it requires both of you to look within and acknowledge your own personal needs. Like, why did this person make the decision that they made, or why did you make the decision that you've made? And having to really reevaluate what is your, not only is your physical needs, your emotional needs, and your mental needs. Figure out what all of your needs are. Why did this person do what they did? It feels more like it was an emotional need. It felt like this person wanted to feel close to others and feel emotionally stable. This person felt very alone, probably, is what I'm really feeling. This person just wanted to be accepted, and because of that, this person might have made wrong decisions, and vice versa. But I'm sensing that when it comes down to it, it's like, you know, us as people, we, instead of giving to ourselves, we give to others and expect that others will fulfill us or give back. But you're learning, especially from this situation, Libra, you and this person are learning to take care of your own needs. You know, yeah, you need, you know, you can essentially fulfill almost every need you need as a person, but there are specific needs that only your lover or your partner can fulfill. There's only specific needs that family members can fulfill. So it's like learning to accept that, hey, maybe I do feel lonely at times. Well, instead of just going out and buying like extraordinary gifts for people to get them to love you more, instead of something like that, because that's what I'm sensing for some of you, this is what this person did. Like trying to buy love is what it feels like. And it's almost like you kind of sensed that, and that kind of made you go, no, you know? It's something like that. But what I'm sensing, though, is whoever it is, it's like they're having to learn, instead of going out and buying expensive gifts, they should have just came forward and said, hey, I've been feeling alone or underappreciated, and I just wanted to be valued and seen. Something as simple as that. But that's something I'm picking up. I hope that this resonates for my Libras. This was kind of a more interesting video for me, but that's what I have for you guys. I hope this resonates. Thanks you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.